We are at the Moses Mabhida Stadium celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Umkhonto Wesizwe party. We're having conversations with various members, officials, parliamentarians of the party. Seated with me right now is Mr. Dali Mpofu, member of the National High Command. Thank you very much for having a conversation with us.
Well, it's a pleasure, and welcome to you.
Yeah. I've had a few conversations with somebody by the Mpofu surname.
I've seen one of those, yeah.
So, the stadium is filling up behind us very quickly. Yes. What is the thoughts, feelings around this 1-year celebration right now from your side?
Well, you know, it's a momentous occasion. It's been a journey, a very interesting journey from the 16th of December last year until now. And for some of us, even before that, were involved in some of the behind-the-scenes plotting.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But yes, yeah. No, you know, what I was saying is that this really marks the end of what we call the honeymoon period. Because we were obviously the first year, you know, the politics of this country will clearly never be the same. Since the 16th of December 2023. There's no political movement or political player or political journalist or anyone who can say that life is just as it was on the 15th of December. And so whether you hate us or you like us, you have to acknowledge that fact, number one. Number two, what it means for MK itself is that this is now the time to actually build the party. Because fortunately or unfortunately, it was introduced during election time. Now, election time has its own advantages. There's hype, there's razzmatazz and all those things, So we were able to play that game, I think, and get the results that everyone knows. But you can't rely on that forever. There's a time where you have to go back to basics and actually do the dirty work of building the structures, the painful dirty work of going to back and beyond, where there are no cameras, and do the actual work. And so I'm particularly excited by the fact that 2025 is an empty year, if you like. There's no elections, so it gives an opportunity to actually go and do what I call the dirty work. And hopefully, by the time we unleash the election machinery in 2026 and 2029, it will be a different party.
So there's a lot of people outside of this room right now, and they represent only a fraction of the people who actually voted for this party.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people to be accountable to and accountable for. What are some of the messages that you want to give those individuals that will be watching this if you were speaking to them one-on-one? And you can feel free to address the camera if you want to. But having that conversation with those people one-on-one, because all the experiences are individual and unique to them, as much as we've done well in terms of numbers, what is the message that you would want to give them on this 1-year celebration?
No, I want to say to them that we have here something very important, something very profound. A completely different era of our struggle has been entered, and it's make or break. The only people who can make this organization is yourself, are the people who put it where it is in Parliament, who went out of their way to vote for it. And as you correctly say, you know, particularly in this area, I mean, it's actually frightening if you think about the amount of support that we receive from the people of eThekwini. 600,000 people for a party that is coming in for the first time. That's no child's play. That means people have invested their futures in this. And so it's a message both to the other political parties, but it's a message to the leadership of the party to say this is not something you can take seriously. I mean, lightly. It's something you must take very, very seriously. Because people don't just wake up and leave their house, 600,000 of them, and go and put an X next to you, unless they really are investing in the future. So it's a bittersweet thing, as I say. It's a triumphant moment to get those numbers, but it should be a sobering thought as well, because we dare not fail them.
One last question. With your particular set of skills, expertise, experience, resources at your disposal, in that same thought of accountability, what is your key focus that the party will be expecting of you, that you'll be expecting of yourself even, that you'll be working on going into 2025?
Well, you know, my own experience in the struggle is that I was saying to someone the other time, I just realized that actually next year I will have been involved in this thing for 50 years in different ways, yeah. So that experience, surely, I'm sure it can be used by the organization in whatever way the organization chooses. There's my professional skills, which can also be used by the organization, which has been used already, but there's also the political activism. And I'm really more comfortable working on the ground. You know, yesterday I spent the entire day moving around in the zone, in one of the zones here. Okay. And that's where I'm most comfortable, yeah, in the political space. So all of us, I think, as members, should put our little skills that we have at the disposal of the party. And it's the collective of those different skills. Nobody has got all the skills. Nobody knows it all. I always say, if we knew it all, we would have been free a long time ago. It means we've made some mistakes, and we must learn from those. And that's the humble way in which to approach any political office. Because if you come there thinking, oh well, I've got all the answers, then you'll certainly fail 100%.
Advocate Mpofu, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for joining us. There'll be a lot more episodes with some of the other members in the party. Welcome to the first anniversary of MKP celebration. Subscribe to the channels or whatever platform you are watching on. Watch the rest of the content, and thank you for celebrating with us.